Forget the face for a second. Forget the eyes, the hair, all of it. Every portrait starts with one shape. And this is where the magic begins, the construction circle. It forms the foundation of the head, helping us break the entire skull down into just a few simple lines. Every circle has a center point, but the point we need isn't the geometric center of the circle. It's the center of the face, located between the eyebrows. Mark that same position on the circle we've drawn. From there, draw a vertical curved line that follows the roundness of the sphere. This line divides the face into two halves, left and right. Then, from the same point, draw another curved line, this time horizontally, passing through the eyebrows and curving toward the top of the ear on the left. This is called the brow line. Next, extend the vertical center line straight downward. You'll understand why in the upcoming steps. Now, let's create the side plane by slicing off part of the sphere. In the Loomis method, the sphere isn't kept completely round. From this angle, we can only see the side plane on the left. The height of this cut is about 2/3 the diameter of the sphere. Its width extends from the outer edge of the sphere to the end of the brow line. These points define the correct boundaries and proportions of the side plane. Now, how do we give the face balanced proportions? Return to the vertical center line and divide it into 3 equal sections. The first line begins at the top of the side plane. This is the hairline, where the hairline begins. The next line is one we've already drawn, the brow line. The distance between these two lines forms our first third. Now, repeat that same distance and draw another horizontal line at the bottom of the side plane. This is the nose line. Finally, measure that same distance one more time to create the last section. Near the middle of the side plane, draw a vertical line, but don't place it exactly in the center. Shift it slightly toward the left, because the face is shown almost in profile, but not completely from the side. From the bottom of this line, connect it to the chin line to form the lower jaw. Then connect the other side of the chin back to the sphere. And just like that, we've created the jawline in the simplest possible way. Finally, draw a line from the inner edge of the side plane down toward the chin line. This guideline will help us determine the width of the mouth. Now, let's lightly sketch in the neck and the beginning of the shoulders, using only a few loose, simple lines to help the construction come together. These lines don't need to be precise. We'll refine everything in the upcoming steps. As always, place the ear in the lower outer quarter of the side plane, just as we've done throughout our previous lessons. Add a small circle to define the tip of the nose, then draw 2 large ovals for the eye sockets. The mouth sits exactly halfway between the nose and the chin. And with that, our entire construction is ready for the details. But before we move on to the details, here's a quick reminder. The complete Loomis method course is currently 25% off. If you want to improve your skills and master the Loomis method from every angle and pose, this course will take you from the fundamentals all the way to confident mastery. Every lesson is explained step by step, without skipping any of the important details. Get the course now and take advantage of the discount through our official website by clicking the product image on your screen, or by using the link in the description.